we ride with you guys?
Yeah.
Hello. You have a seat.
Trick or treat.
Hi. I've gotten my rocks.
I gotta ask direction. I guess we'll be in the back.
Yeah, welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
What are your names?
Anton.
Anton.
I'm Jag.
And Jack.
Nice to meet you.
I'm glad this is a covered trolley. We're just thinking, oh gosh, it's gonna rain.
Nice to see you. What's what you were originally
You guys come back here, some of you. Ice J. Ernie.
I'm gonna go.
Back of the bus, buddy. Back of the bus.
Go to the bar. Go to the bar. Oh wow. How nice is this?
Want to speak over?
Hex.
Hi.
Hey.
Any room?
Yeah, we've got room.
We've got.
Good morning. You probably don't need this either, do you? Sometimes, yeah. Maybe my voice is crackly. No, you're just...
Somebody asked, why did they shoot in Salem?
Oh, okay. But no one heard that, or everyone heard that?
We didn't.
Not in the back, okay.
Yeah.
So someone asked, why did they shoot in Salem? And I said, usually it's for a couple reasons. Budget reasons, or budget reasons, or hello. Or just, getting the aesthetic of the location. So most of the time in films, she was asking, they have interiors in one location and exteriors in another location just to get the aesthetic and what you all want. Sometimes budget's the reason. Maybe, obviously a lot of the cast don't live in Salem or even on the East Coast.
Shoot over here.
So we had to be brought here, and that's a budget thing.
Is that the comedy I shot in here?
Yes, this is where Max and Allison talk for a little bit, and she disses him. And says,
Oh, the 555.
you don't really like Halloween, you're not my type. Fine, bye. This is the actual spot where on that side, right where the playground is, around there is where apparently I just. And this is the high school. No.
Sorry.
Yeah, the high school. We shot inside there. Did we? Does anybody know? Do you know? Just the exterior, yeah. Thank you. I think some people know more than I do. Also, we were teenagers, and it's hard to be
Good to see you. Good.
remembering everything, especially if some of us were substance abusers. So, what do you remember about the day that we shot here when I dissed you? I remember being so nervous because it was a very big scene, and it was my second movie. He'd been acting since he was basically in utero. So I was old by the time I started at 15. So I felt so nervous, and there was just a huge crowd that had to be here with, with moving parts and a moving camera. And I remember Kenny, he comes from a choreography background, so he was a choreographer first, the director, and so it was just very dramatic, and action, just everyone the moving parts, and I was just just very scared and very nervous, and but I think that played off in the scene, right? I don't know. I'm supposed to be very confident, but I felt very nervous. What did you feel? Anything?
Sorry. I do remember, as you can tell in some of the pictures in the movie, the leaves were definitely already very autumn, feel. There was far more leaves on the ground. Maybe they do better maintenance now. I don't know, because it looks pretty clean in the park here. I don't really remember my nerves being, because this was literally our first stop in the shoot was here in Salem. You know, we did about 2 weeks here. And do you remember we shot interior classroom here as well?
Yes.
So like when I mentioned Jimi Hendrix and give my telephone number, that was shot here in Salem. But no, I think we had good chemistry right off to begin with. So it just it felt very easy and natural. Yes, sir, in the back.
Hi. Big fan
Name
of
and your age, please.
no. Big fan of the movie.
Which movie?
I loved Ice. But anyway, he's not here.
Vanilla.
I had a question actually, and I think I saw it in the pop-up at 25th anniversary pop-up DVD. The little number you give to her, was there 2 different papers? It looked like the number might have been the same, but the writing. Was there detail in
deep
that?
dive.
Hey! I've done my research. I've seen the movie. Do you know about that? Was it 2 different?
Oh, wait.
Who called that number? Any of you in here? Come on, don't lie. This is a very, very common thing that people say about that number is that people called it and prank called it so many times.
I will let her know. Sorry, just dealing with family matters for a moment there.
Different show.
But, what were we just talking about? Oh, that number. Yeah, I know Allison never called that number. Right? Allison?
Still got it.
Yeah, so I guess I better sit before I fall out this trolley. And memories.
That's valuable footage if someone got that.
I do believe that at this school, we didn't shoot at this school. I think we went somewhere else. So then again, another exterior where we shot the interior somewhere else. But being a Southern California girl, I died with this scene. I mean, I know everyone, even if you're from the East Coast, who's from the East Coast here? Yeah. Who's from not the East Coast? Yeah. So if you're not from the East Coast, the magic of the foliage is just everything to me, and probably to you all too, even if you're from here, right? So I felt like that scene was so magical too for me, and it really just brings you into, the beauty and the magic of the film. I love that I'm doing this by myself. Wait, so the phone number, another thing, who else knows more trivia about the phone number? Anyone?
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently when this film showed on Disney Channel and all the prank calls were happening, for a short hot minute, they whited out or blurred out, censored the phone number to prevent people from calling it. So it probably looked really weird to people who were watching the movie that she gives him back an empty piece of paper. It's like the weirdest diss. It's like, I erased it and then gave it back to you.
Maybe they should just put your IG handle in there now. So it's
Update
hey,
this.
here you go. Hit me up on the DMs.
Yeah, or Snapchat.
Modernize it a little bit.
Digital upgrade.
So I feel like what are the only dated things you think about in the movie? For me, it's the crash trainers, a little bit. Maybe that, the IG handle. Is there anything else that's dated? I think, that when you say, I love when you say rap singer, because that was the early 90s, and I think they wrote it in the 80s, so it was I'm a rap singer, which is just obviously rappers.
Something a young white guy would say. Something a young white guy would say. A rap singer.
Yeah, a young white guy would say rap singer, yes. What were you going to say? Thank you for participating. You're the only one that's participating.
I tried.
Oh yeah, you two in the back. Go ahead. Yes.
That was my favorite, like, my favorite, band was
Oh my God, fun. She was saying that one of her favorite lines is from Jay or Ice. Wait, which one said? What do you? Oh, Jay. What are you supposed to be? A new kid on the block? I'm a little leaguer.
Oh, I'm not. I'm a little eager.
What an amazing character. So cute. Not you. Thanks. Okay, anything you want to say?
Hi, my name is Omri, and I'm an alcoholic. Hi.
Wrong meeting.
Well, it all started when, back in 1992, when I came to Salem, and I brought these 3 witches back, and then the drinking started. No, what else do I have to say? Old Town Hall.
I got you to your right.
So, as you can tell, there's a bunch of pop-up tents blocking the Old Town Hall. Another fun fact, in case nobody here knows, that the exterior was used, but the party was actually shot in a soundstage in LA. A big, yeah. Wow. For once. For once. What do you think? We shot it all in there? It was a soundstage or some. Okay, it was in LA. Maybe I don't remember exactly. But it was all done in LA, and I think a lot of people are confused because when they see the Old Town Hall, they expect to walk in and kind of see, everybody dancing their life away forever, never and ever. And that just didn't happen to be the situation. So, Old Town Hall. Here we are, exterior.
Worth noting, because our we work with a lot of local people here. I'm going to walk up and down. Tickets, please.
Hey, bills, please.
Worth noting that our pals at Creative Collective have set up a like a food court upstairs. You can go up, so if you haven't been there. There's like local chocolatiers. There's lobster rolls. Yeah, you want that?
cider.
Up there. Lobster here. Lobster. Yeah. So make sure you check that out if you're still on your tour.
From Chowda.
Chowder. Anything
How many of
historic that
you
James wants
feel
to-
like the town hall scene's your favorite scene? Nobody's, I guess. Oh my God. Oh, yours! Wait, why?
I just reflected. It was just always the funnest part for me to watch.
Oh, that's awesome. How old were you when you first saw the movie?
Oh, 11 years old.
Who was 10 or 11 when you first saw the movie? Or like below 12? Yay! Oh my gosh. Omri saw it. He regressed, yeah. He's forever 12. So you guys back there who are also participants and actors in this movie?
Yes.
Oh no.
Want to trade for a little bit?
You didn't want him to actually come up there, did you?
Well, I don't know.
I'm just standing.
Nobody can see you.
That's
Everyone's
trouble.
gonna have a bad neck craning.
Why don't you guys trade for a second when it's
Okay,
safe?
trade,
When it's
yeah.
safe to move. This is our first trolley tour we're doing, and so far so good.
Yeah.
Right, we're working out the kinks. You're getting the.
Okay, one thing that I want to say is
Yeah, go
that
for it.
I am known. I'm gonna. Okay. Is I weirdly, interestingly, I know Larry the longest out of this whole crew. Because Larry and I were on this TV show with Tobey Maguire called Great Scott.
Oh my
And so I known him since I was 15. So anyway, he was in this episode called Choir Meyer.
I was a
He was
choir
singing even
nerd.
back then. Anyway, switch, you guys. Switch.
I'll go. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's kind of crowded up here.
Let's give it up here for Vanessa and Omri. Who thinks you should have your own talk show, Vanessa?
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Yes. So we didn't really shoot that much stuff here. The only scene that we shot here was the graveyard scene, which I don't think we're going to be able to get to here on this tour. But has anybody been to the graveyard? Yeah.
Went to the exact
I also know last year you dressed up as Jane. Yes, Jane. Did you act out the scene while you were in the graveyard?
No, and we were Jane.
Yes, I know.
Disappointing.
Next time, let's reenact the whole thing. Just say, no, yeah. You'll even play ice to your. Knows where we are. Talk.
How do you feel? What does it feel like?
Oh my God, it's my house.
Oh yes, Allie.
It's okay. I don't think I can.
Oh my God, did anyone see my stories of the lady who's like in her like a millennial talking about Allison in her house? Did anyone? So it was hilarious. She said, I loved Allison. Going to that house and seeing the inside and her life and her, she was just amazed. She was a goddess. Nowadays, I'm like, her mom was like 3 sheets to the wind, probably by noon. Rich people, no, not for me, whatever. Anyway, I honestly like this. I know, right? Hold on.
Oh yeah. Get her. Get her. Get her.
This is my house. She has no clue. Hey. Oh my God, that's so funny. She's like, bye. I enjoy it.
I wonder if she got the shot.
Insta life. I'm too involved with my outfit. I don't know who you are. Anyway, do you have any nice things to say about this house? It's a historic home.
So this is the Ropes Mansion. This was built in the 1720s. Beautiful house. It's got a beautiful garden behind it.
Yes.
Absolutely wonderful colonial style garden back there. 4 generations of the Ropes family lived in this house, but no one cares anything about them because you lived here too. No one even bothers to look into the history of the house. I say, it's a Ropes mansion. And they say, okay. Allison lived there, right? It's unbelievable. Exactly.
Might learn some real history of Salem other than just our history.
Yeah, so this is owned by the Peabody Essex Museum, so no one lives in this house today. And they do tours on the weekends, but the garden is open, sun up to sundown. I actually had a friend that she lived behind this house, and she would take her coffee every morning and go sit out in that garden, because it's such a nice garden. She'd have coffee there every morning. I say I had that friend because she won $1 million on the scratch ticket, not once but twice. I haven't seen her since, yeah. She used to drive for the trolley, yeah. She doesn't anymore. She's partying away. That's exactly what I would do. I think she bought a Winnebago, her and her dogs and her husband and traveling around the country.
Look to your right, it's our brethren. Anything else? Wait, okay.
You're back
Anyone
on,
have any
Vanessa.
questions? Because we would love to entertain any questions.
Any questions
Except
back
for
here, I'll
this
let her know.
wonderful young lady in the front who's always, what's your name? Thanks, Sarah, for participating.
Sarah.
Okay, yes. Yes, specific question. Omri and Jason were in Erie, Indiana together, yes. Did you ever think of it as a tiny Erie reunion because Jason joined the movie later, post-production?
No, but the one thing I can say is that Jason and I, our lives have been kind of intertwined in a very strange, bizarre way. I've run into this guy in the most bizarre places. I think we just have similar interests in life, but like, I think it was like 2008 or something. I was at a music festival, just kind of like a bohemian hippie retreat festival, really awesome place.
What a surprise!
And sure enough, I spot Jason, you know, being the tallest guy in the crowd. I was like, oh my God, Jason! And I was like, holy schmoly! And it was just, it was so rad. And then ever since then, it's just kind of been this like, you know, this ebb and flow of like, just like, hey, and here we are now doing, you know, I see Jason a lot now.
Probably more than he wants
not
to.
enough.
Oh,
but
bless.
a lot.
Ah, big hearts.
Love you, brother.
Big hearts. Back at you.
And it's just been great. And I think him and I were meant to be.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, in terms of like Erie reunion, I didn't really think about that so much. But that was also such an amazing production to be involved with. And yeah.
Tell people if they don't know about Erie, Indiana, just give them like a little.
Okay, so Erie, Indiana was a TV show that I started. I don't know why they would hire me, but they did. And it was it took place in a place called Erie in Indiana, which doesn't exist. And it was basically like Tom Sawyer meets Twin Peaks. Very bizarre, strange things are happening in this town, and only me and my little sidekick notice these things happening. So every episode we were trying to solve these mysteries. And Jason came in a little later in the season as this kind of creepy, degenerate, I don't know, real weirdo.
Yeah. I had white hair, tattoos in my hands. Yeah.
It was like 15 with gray hair. It's like, weird. So he belonged in Erie, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think he was kind of rebellious.
Yeah.
And he's gonna come and talk.
I gotta add on to this.
Yeah, there you go. He's definitely a more he's more descriptive than I am.
They brought me on as like you have to check this out. I think it's on like Amazon or it's on somewhere in the internet verse. It's really, really fun, and he's great in it. And they brought me in the second season to play like this foil, you and Justin. So it was like this villain had white hair and tattoos and plus and minus on my face. Still a mystery where he came from. But I remember being so nervous. Krypton, probably. I remember being so nervous because like I'm the new guy on the set, and you're the star of the show. And I'm like, oh man, I gotta make a good impression. I don't want them to fire me. I think you have that power, you know. And we're rehearsing and the first day of shooting, and I love to walk around movie sets, back lots, and I'm walking. Am I gonna tell this? I'm walking through the facades, and I just see this guy like deep in the back, all by himself, smoking a cigarette in its armory, and he turns around, and he's like, "Hey man, don't tell anybody." He's 16 years old.
Like 14, 15.
Oh my gosh. Which is not only too young to smoke, but like in a facade, which is basically made of paper. Shouldn't be smoking it. But I knew at that moment, I was like, I think I can keep this job. I got to do it, yeah. The young man in the back, Tobias, did you have a question?
No, we have a question up here though.
Yes.
There was a bunch of great 90s fashion Hocus Pocus in your wardrobe. Did you guys keep any of it? Was there any pieces you really
There's a
enjoyed?
bunch of great 90s fashion in Hocus Pocus, she said. Did any of us get to keep it? I know. I feel like I was offered the huge cape that Allison had, and I declined it because I'm a weird Gen Xer. I was like, no, I'm good. It gets really cool, but now, you know, so dumb. Or yeah, like not in style, right? Something like that. So that's sad. But I do have Allison's earrings, which isn't 90s fashion, but it's definitely still in my, I feel like it's like an heirloom now, even though it's not family, it's movie heirlooms, right? So that was that. You have some things, don't you?
Yeah, I don't know if I stole these things or if my dad stole these things or they were handed to me, but look, the dog chasing the squirrel. Thank you. Yeah, no, for real. Squirrel. years old now. I did manage to get away with the tie-dye shirt I was wearing. I still have it. I recently found that in my dad's overwhelming storage garage. I also had the second pair of shoes I was wearing, which was a set of like I don't know, like kind of military boot type of thingies. And then I also begged and pleaded with the producers to give me the green bike, because they had 5 of them, and I was like, you don't need all 5. So they finally were like, okay, you can have it, and I took it. At first, no. Yeah, my memory comes and goes. Yes, sir.
I did notice when you mentioned the second pair of shoes, it was in the past tense. What happened to them? Where are they?
Yeah, that's where my memory kind of goes.
Okay.
I probably used them, and it wasn't like, oh, I should keep these as a souvenir. It was more like, hey, these I can utilize these. And then, the green bike I totally utilized as well. It blew out the shocks, and it was a good bike.
So, Larry and Tobias, do you have any of your fashion forward outfits from the movie?
No, I don't have any. Do
The
you?
cross trainers.
Nothing.
Your hair was very Santa Barbara, California, but also Tobias.
Yeah, now you're on your own. Look at the 3 of us.
I'm referring to you.
It's a little more bald.
So we're here, we're out of stop, we're at Pioneer Village, which is where Thackeray Binks woke up and heard his sister being abducted. And we're all going to get off the trolley. They have given us permission to go into Pioneer Village.
Phone down.
I don't hit along with you for a while.
You guys want to go back to 1600s and live like this? Anyone? Yeah. You wake up in the morning and be grateful for everything that we have now.
Let's see that. Oh, such a good idea. You just shoot it up like this way, and I could run. Let's see what I look like. Sorry. No, you're okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. No, you're try not to hit people, and I do hit people. Sorry.
See if I can find. Hey, I'm doing a cameo right now. I forgot to do.
Oh, you are?
You know who this is? This is.
Where the trauma began. So clearly, y'all recognize it's not me in the beginning of the movie, right? Okay. No, that's the lovely and talented Sean Murray, who should really be here doing this. He won't answer my calls. I was like, come on, man. The NCIS money is that good? But yeah, they shot it here. They used this entire village for obvious reasons. I mean, I think it was built in the 1900s. I don't know that much about it. James will illuminate it for most of you guys. But yeah, Sean came out here looking for Emily. He opens his mouth and my voice comes out. Have to see my sister Emily, Elijah. Yes, somewhere around here. Yeah, but isn't it awesome? I heard. I'm not allowed to say this, but I heard they might have to move this because the land is sort of eroding, so they're going to be relocating Pioneer Village to a much better spot. I do know, and I haven't experienced this, I so badly want to, Black Veil Tattoo Company, the Murray Brothers. They throw a night market here that just looks epic. What a risk to do something like that outside, where there's straw and mud. But it looks so dope, and if we could throw a party here, that'd be great. But yeah, take a look around. Thank you. There's me, yes. No incantations, thank you. Want to get a picture of yourself? I can offer this. So yeah, this audition came in, Hocus Pocus. I'm like, again? All right, it seems cool. I want to be part of this. Read for it. I got a call back. Read for Kenny, because I think Sean was using his own voice, and he's an LA guy. He's like very Valley, and I think the thought process was the witches have, an accent. They have a worldly accent, and Thackeray's also from 300 years old Salem. Should have an old world accent. So whatever I did, they liked, and it's just much more affordable to put me behind a microphone than fly us all back out to Pioneer Village and get the cameras and get the crew and all that stuff. So that's why my voice is coming out of Thackeray, Binks, the cat's mouth, and Sean's mouth. If you see, like in the scene, like this is how detailed they are. The scene where he's going to rescue his sister, he climbs to the boat and he's up through the window and he's watching them suck the life out of her, just watching, not doing anything. And then just tight close-up of his face. And there's this bead of water just going in and out of his nostril. That's my breathing. They had to eliminate all of his sound from the movie. Yeah. All right, we're here at the special spot here. Go for it.
Welcome to my house. My so-called house.
I forgot to tell Joe we're here.
Oops. Hey, Joe, we're here. Joe, we're here. Hi, Joe.
We're here. So we're all gonna get off the trolley. Yeah. Hello.
Thank you. I haven't opened so much.
Jump right in.
I probably rode the bike, just to go in the house, because even all the interior shots for the house, running up the stairs or my bedroom, that was not done inside that house. That was also, or on location, but somewhere in Los Angeles. The room was in the Disney lot, so when the roof gets blown off, that little, whatever they call that, that was on a soundstage, and kind of green screened. Yeah. So fun fact. Do you have anything to say?
Does James have anything to offer about the house?
Do you have anything to offer about the house?
It's a beautiful house. It's really one of the nicest houses in the neighborhood. What I've always thought was interesting, you watch the movie, I had no idea that it's right on the water like that. I remember the first time I came down there and saw it, I was like, they got this beautiful house and they never show you this beautiful view of the ocean right there.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Any more questions as we round off? Yes, go ahead.
What do you guys remember about filming at the witch's house, and where was that filmed?
What do we remember from filming at the witch's house, and where was that filmed? That was all on a soundstage at Disney Studios in Los Angeles. That was the most magical place ever. I wish that was preserved for history, because not only was it the witch's house, it was the graveyard, and it was the entrance to the graveyard. What's happening? It's calling him. Oh, to Omri. Anyway, so we we loved it. We walked in every day. It was so fun and magical.
You
The
had
production designer just, you know, made it amazing to the T. They imported all these trees from the East Coast. And Thor and I have this amazing memory now, this olfactory memory of the foliage, like that just kind of, because it would always water down the street, you know, the one street that's in the Tisfarum Street, the Black River, and that smell of like wet leaves and dirt. But I felt like a lot of dirt went in our eyes. But anyway, there was a lot of wind blowing, but you know, it felt crazy. And this was the first time I ever had anybody see a crew wear masks because of, you know, the dirt that would get up their noses constantly all day.
Winifred!
Oh, wait, it's Binks.
Yeah, you better walk away.
What's he doing hanging out with them?
So, we're staying at this old house. This is great. I don't know if you know this, Jay, but we're staying at this old house somewhere in town, and they got a piece of mail that was addressed
I saw that.
to Winifred Sanderson. It's like life insurance.
Yeah.
Something.
It was crazy.
Entity, something like that. And it's pretty hysterical. So I think we're waiting for all of us to open it to see what exactly is in there. But somebody pulled a prank. For sure. Hilarious. Yes.
And that is the conclusion of the Bunch of Halloween Trolley Tour. Thank you guys. Whatever's coming up next, it's worth it. Let them know it. Thank you guys.
Tip your tour guides.
Tip your tour guide for sure. We're gonna skedaddle, but thank you to Tammy and to James, and thank you guys. Have fun and be dry out there.
Hey, Tom, going down the stairs for a little crooked here and a little slip in their way.
See you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.